start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Let's go now. Trap 60, trap 60. Go sweep. Trap 19. Mustang 19.
Here's Hooker. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Come on.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Viking 18.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Ready? 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 Lions.
Hooker on first down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced.
And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Cowboy 80. 18, 5 years. On the ball, on the ball.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
Mevis knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready, break. Set, foot.
Throwing on first down is Lance. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Seahawks at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Steal. Check steal. Hey, check mega. Ready.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Walker. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 79 Broncos. Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw, Hooker. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Gibbs. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This 2nd and 4. Hooker now off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 3rd down and 13.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18 double, 18 double. 760.
Now Hooker. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Meanwhile, Hooker's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Yeah, they'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First catch here by St. Brown. Good for a first down.
Let's go now.
And the Lions first down.
Drop 50, drop 50.
Throwing. Hooker. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one lines up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Come on, come on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle.
First thing, 19. Hey, guys.
Hooker now, 3rd and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
10 through 11. Warriors 17.
Hooker. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
To throw on second down, here's Hooker. And he finds Howard complete. So no gain on the play. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Here comes third and the length of the football. Now Hooker going to change things up a bit. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Down at the 3. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I had first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough fourth down.
Check that, street.
Montgomery fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, second and goal. Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
On for the extra point try, Andrew Mevis. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Lions 10, Seahawks 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. And Lance's throw into the hands of Fenn. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
47-yard line.
Ready. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Now a play fake. Lance. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball that coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
How about this? Racing to the end zone.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point safely through, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hooker's going to throw it. Right side to Williams.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, Hooker. That is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. On first and 10, Hooker. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Quinny Pay able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Four yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And that sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. So first down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
19 Tigers.
Here's Hooker. It's caught on the right side. Williams. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Out now Andrew Nevis for the field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt. Nevis knocks this one through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready up.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Meanwhile, Lance's this throw finds, and it's a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 0 turnovers in this game so far. The trend continues, but barely. Offense lucky that one went out of bounds.
Yeah, they're very fortunate because when a game's going along like this one and neither side has turned the ball over, sometimes that first one can really flip things to their advantage in this type of a game.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lance. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Hooker to throw it. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Cut 19! Cut 19!
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken in at the 11. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Down.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Lance. Throw out wide to Walker. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do, right? That's the reason why. We just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
At the 26-yard line.
Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Hooker now off play action. That is caught by Laporta.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now Hooker. Flush to his right. Throw right side, complete to Williams.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Second down and 8.
Warriors 17.
Throwing. Hooker.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Looking to throw. Hooker.
Escaping the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Take it in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Tackle there by Michael Pierce. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
Keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Lance.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Green jack. Edo blue. Goes to be rail.
Here's Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Ready.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, Walker. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run, Walker. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10.
19 Lions. 18 Pioneer. 60 Maverick. Check. 79 Broncos.
Hooker to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
7 Pirates.
Throwing here is Hooker. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Yeah, good coverage there in the end zone, and it's been like that all game long. And now, down 2 scores, I imagine they'll try again, but it'll just be for posterity's sake.
Lead alert. 19 tight. Hey, smash Broncos. 18 Rattler.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. So the victory here for Seattle. And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now, because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just the week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away.